Hello everyone, my name is Earl Knighton, your expert realtor, licensed now in the state of Florida, state of Georgia for over 19 years, and I'm here to share some valuable information with you on today. Today we're going to cover 3 tips to increase the value of your home. 3 dynamic tips to increase the value of your home. We're going to cover 3 tips. Again, if you're just joining, my name is Earl Knighton, your expert realtor, licensed now in the state of Florida, also in the state of Georgia. Let's dive on in this, okay? So I know many people always ask me when I get ready to list a home, or if I go to a listing presentation, they ask me all the time. They say, man, what do I need to do to my home? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do this? Do I need to do that? And I always tell them, well, let's walk around, let's take a look. So what I've compiled here, 3 tips to not only increase the value of selling your home, but also these are 3 tips that usually don't cost a whole lot, that whether you're just moving in or you're moving to sell it, these are great things to do all the way around, okay? So when you first go into the home, what's the first thing you see usually? The landscaping, right? Curb appeal is everything. So that's our tip number 1, landscaping. The average return on doing landscaping is 100%. So that means is that you're going to absolutely get your money back for whatever you do in landscaping. That's the industry standards. So what's the first thing you should do? You should look at that messy lawn. You know, do you got trash all over it? Do you have weeds in it? Is it not been watered? So if you have all those things, let's get it cleaned up. And how do you do that? The first thing you need to do is start watering your grass. The next thing is get the weeds out, the fertilizing. And you may not know how to do that. Hire a service, usually around $45 a month, right, to get it jump started, and then you can always finish it or get it done until you sell the home. You have to have curb appeal. Not only that, you want to do what? Add a splash of color. You say, how do you do that? With plants. I always say, less is more. What I mean by that is, don't get a bunch of colors. Get one color, change the heights, one low, one high, spread them out throughout your yard, and now you have an added beauty of curb appeal. The next thing that you will want to do is, what about those big shrubs you got everywhere, right? Those shrubs that are high, some are covering your window, some you can't even walk through your front door because things are hitting you on the arm, hitting you on the head. Let's cut some of them trees down. Let's get rid of some of that shrubbery. Either remove it or trim it down. That hides the home. The person can't see the home because too much shrubbery. So that's the next tip that we want to talk about. The next thing that we want to do is, as a bonus is, what about them nasty driveways? Do we got oil spills? Do we just have plain old dirt on them? Get them pressure washed. Not only pressure wash the driveway, but also your entry walkways. And if you don't want to do that, I always tell people they can get them resealed. They can add some pavers, some flagstone, anything like that to dress it up. So that's a big thing about it, because the first thing you see in your home is what? Your landscaping. Curb appeal is everything. It'll get people in your home. It'll get people to stop by looking in your home. It'll just make your home look beautiful from having a hard day's work, and you pull up in your driveway and you're like, man, my yard looks beautiful. So get that curb appeal together. So move it on to step number 2. We're going to start with the interior exterior painting. So align with the curb appeal, you'll see the exterior of your home. How's the paint looking? Add a fresh color of paint. If it's something wild, get a neutral color. Neutral colors are the best. If you can't stick with the modern or know what's going on with kind of paint color, stick with something always neutral. You can never lose with the neutral color. When doing so, let's stick back to the inside. When doing so, always before you paint, what's the first thing you should do? Fill the holes, smooth out your walls. I know plenty of people, they say they're going to paint their house, they get the painting, they don't worry about holes, they paint right over them, roll right over them. They hit rough patches and roll right over them. You know what? That's a sloppy way of painting. What you want to do is fill the holes, smooth the walls, get some tape, trim out your corners, make sure it's neat, and get the painting. That's the best way to paint and save you money in the long run. The next thing you do is get up-to-date colors, and like I said, neutral is the best. Did you know that 1 gallon of good paint, let me put a disclaimer on that, good paint can cover at least 400 square feet of a wall. That is dynamic. That means it doesn't take a whole lot of paint, y'all. So get some paint on there. Let's get it done. And let's move back to the outside. Those old rusted columns, paint those or get them removed. Those old rusted railings, they may be outdated. Remove those. Those gates, remove them. Those old looking coverings that cover the windows, awnings, get rid of those. They make your home look outdated. Don't even try to paint them, get rid of them. All right, and as a bonus there, guess what you can do? Add a little brick veneer. Don't go crazy with it. Add a little bit here and there. Man, your home will look spectacular. The next thing you can do is replace that garage door. That's also an awesome thing into adding and increasing your value. Now let's move on to the final tip. The biggest thing of them all. Once we hit the curb appeal, we come through the foyer, we got the fresh paint. You know, what's the next thing? The biggest focal point of a home is the kitchen. So let's make it modern, but also functional. What I mean by that is, don't buy a kitchen island or a big desk or a big cabinet to put in there and you don't have room to move around. So if the island doesn't work, don't put it there. But if you do got one, you know what you can do? Nice and add pretty hanging lights that add extra light, that add an extra focal point in there. Another thing you could do is upgrade counters. You can do granite, you can do solid surfaces, but choose one of the above. The next thing I like to do with kitchens is add stainless steel appliances. They do wonders to your home. Stainless steel appliances, your refrigerator, your dishwasher, your microwave, you know, all four of those things. Again, the refrigerator, the stove, the microwave. You know, you want to do all those things, not just do one, but you want to do all four of those components because they upgrade your home. The next thing that we like to do is new cabinets. And you may say, well, new cabinets are too much. Well, let's change out just the doors. Well, the doors made too much. Well, let's paint them. Well, how do I paint them? Hire a professional painter, please. You know, I'm gonna give you an inside joke. Me and my wife were supposed to paint our cabinets this past weekend, right? We were supposed to go to work, we were supposed to sand them, we were supposed to get it done. But I'm gonna tell you a funny thing happened. My wife got to cleaning them. I started cleaning them. She looked at me and said, man, do you think we can really do this? Because it's a lot of work to do it correctly. The last thing I want is someone to come in my house and say, man, your cabinets look good, man. You must have did a great job painting those. No. I want somebody to come into my house and say, man, those cabinets look great. Who did you hire to do those? I want my cabinets looking superb. So guess what we're doing? We're hiring a professional to paint our cabinets. But it's a lot cheaper than having them replaced. The next thing is, like I said, recessed lighting, some hanging lights, modernize your kitchen. And last but not least, the easiest and cheapest things you can do if you can't paint, if you can't change cabinets, is change your hardware or add knobs. You can add knobs, pulls, you can change your kitchen fixtures to your doors, all those different things, whether you have some outdated silver, gold looking ones, now you can go to bronze, you can go to chrome, whatever your favorite color is that you want to spruce up your kitchen, you can do that by adding those. And last but not least, you can do new flooring, you can do tile, you can do wood, and in certain places now, well, all over now, they have this updated laminate that's lifetime, or you have that waterproof vinyl that's also looks like wood or tile that you can also do. So these are 3 tips that I just brought to you on how to dynamically increase the value of your home or just make your home more beautiful that you live in every day. We have landscaping, which is curb appeal, painting the interior and exterior of your home, and we also have remodeling your kitchens. One thing I love is this, is that you're making your house beautiful. And it's not just for yourself, but also for other people if you like to sell it. Again, my name is Earl Knight, your expert realtor, sharing some great information. You can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and soon to be, hopefully, if my wife hook it up with Twitter. And if not, you can reach me and contact me at www.earlknighton.com. And anything that you want to hear about, anything you don't understand, if you're looking for a CMA, you got questions about buying, selling, or just homes in general, reach out to me. Again, my motto is excellent service, exceptional service from start to finish. Look forward to speaking to you next time. Have a good one. Bye.